Aquarius, unicorn of the zodiac, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, to your twin flame reading from October 25th to November 5th. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, ready to serve and to slay. So dear Aquarius, today I'm going to be doing your twin flame reading, and in this reading I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present and future, the main challenge and the energy between you and your twin flame. What is the advice? What is the final outcome? And some messages of love. Now, dear Aquarius, I would like to mention that this is a very specific message. It's general, but it's specifically for the people who are onto the twin flame journey, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. And this is an opportunity here for you to really dive deep into this reading to see what is it that you need to know about the person most on your mind, your twin flame, the lessons, the energy, potential outcomes. I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here. So thank you so much, dear Aquarius, unicorn of the zodiac. Let's get into your reading and see what's going on for you. Okay, so the challenge and the energy between you and your twin flame, dear Aquarius, is the Nine of Swords. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. All right, so Aquarius, there is a lot of overthinking going on in the present moment. You being an air sign, okay, super smart sign. You're definitely doing a lot of analysis in the present moment. You know, Nine of Swords here in the original tarot, which I have, and I'm going to pull it in a second. It indicates and shows someone that's overthinking, staying up late at night. So there is this notion of this person being on your mind a lot, okay? With the Two of Cups here being at the bottom of the deck, you know, it's definitely the card of a twin flame here, and it indicates the fact that, you know, it's like two hearts are beating one. It's like you have been on this journey. You know this is your twin flame. You know it's been tumultuous. It's been very difficult. It's not the easiest. So I'm sending you a big hug. In my readings, nobody gets a free pass. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't take no sides. I'm going to dissect and get into your reading right away. So there is definitely a lot of pain that's being experienced on an energetic level between you and your twin flame. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the recent past, dear Aquarius, you have the Star, which is you, the Temperance, and the Death. First things first, I am going to mention the sign. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but if you know tarot, Temperance, Sagittarius, that's what this is about, okay? The Star in tarot, that's you. And then the Death card is Aquarius. So, Scorpio. So, three major arcana cards, okay? So apparently this person came into your life, brought a major awakening in your life. A situation here happened that something like pushed forward and things ended between you and this person. I do feel like here that there was a very strong sense of power couple dynamic between you and this individual. You did have a lot of hopes and wishes with this person, dreams and goals. We're going to get back to this and clarify shortly. In the present moment, you have the Judgment, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. So in the present moment, you're hurting a lot. Like I said, with the Three of Swords, you're being in the middle of your reading. There is a lot of pain, dear Aquarius, that you're experiencing. You have the Judgment. You know, this pain is showing you something. This pain right now is showing you is literally making you realize what love is, okay? What healthy love should be. Because for many of you, you seem to be really in this place of as a challenge. And when I say you, it also means your twin flame. Because both of you mirror each other. Both of you have been on this journey, and there is a lot of things that, you know, you two are learning. A lot of you are going through a major heartbreak. You know, there is something really painful that's really affecting you big time. The Judgment here is talking about a realization. So you're realizing something here in the present moment. We're going to clarify this shortly. And your person too. In the near future, you have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so in the near future, there is definitely movement happening. It's like almost someone here steps in. I don't know how this is going to happen. I'm going to have to dissect this and, of course, get deep into your reading. But as you can see, the Five of Cups here is an indication of a loss. Some of you are still kind of questioning whether is this really truly a twin flame journey or not. You know, the sadness, the sadness, the memories, and this loneliness is there. And a lot of times, dear Aquarius, what a twin flame journey does is it really puts us into this place of being on a spiritual journey and a spiritual awakening. It's something that's divinely appointed, and not many people take that route. Not many people go onto that route. Remember, we're also in the age of Aquarius, which is all about you. It's all about this innovation, revolution, and evolution. So you're on a new journey, but I do want to mention here that with the Page of Wands, it looks like that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, which I'm also going to clarify. And of course, at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming here is the Two of Cups, which is about these two hearts beating as one. Okay, strong connection here, strong souls reuniting together. That's what the desire here is at the bottom, at the end of the day. But we're gonna find out to see what's gonna unfold for you too. How is it gonna unfold, okay? So let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you. So let's get into the Nine of Swords, which is the main challenge. I'm also kind of like matching. And I haven't worn this Leo shirt for the air sign, so I decided to wear it today. Okay, so Aquarius, I am going to clarify the main energy and the challenge for you and your twin flame and see what happened, who did and why. So the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords. Yeah. And the King of Pentacles. Some of you also are dealing with an earth sign. I'm getting here Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So like I said earlier, there is definitely a lot of thinking going on, a lot of contemplation with the Nine of Swords, and there is a heartbreak. I mean, you can't make this up, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm using like this is a different deck, but again, you had the Three of Swords sitting up on top of your reading. So like I said earlier, there is a heartbreak that has happened between you and this person, between you and your twin flame. It looks like that there is a separation that's been taking place and it's been very excruciating. One of the things that I see here that's very important to mention is a lot of you have also decided to embark onto maybe, you know, become financially independent, make more money, whatever it is. You have not just sit there. You don't just sit there and do nothing. You're an Aquarius. You are very creative. You are very innovative. So you might be in the middle of creating something, but it's like on day-to-day basis, this separation that has happened between you and your twin flame, dear Aquarius, it does cause you to remember the pain. You know, and sometimes you may find yourself kind of sitting there and reminiscing and ruminating, what if it worked out? What if we both of us could get back together and make it work together, right? So we're going to get into your reading all the way through and we're going to see what happened. But another important thing I want to mention is that this pain that you have been through with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords, Ace of Swords is the truth and it's the clarity, right? So you are gaining this clarity and this understanding for what this pain is actually teaching you. A lot of you might have also come from, you know, abusive household, difficult household, dysfunctional family, you know, dynamics where things were very difficult. And you're also realizing that there were certain patterns that you needed to change within yourself, and subconsciously changing your beliefs, you know, your behaviors, and your healing. It's a healing journey. Now, in the recent past, you have the Death card here, dear Aquarius. It's talking about a lot of transformation, okay, and maybe also something coming to an end. Clarified by the Five of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, so it's something I don't necessarily like to talk about, but I'm gonna mention it this time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'm like, you know, we don't want to claim that, but I'm not here to please anyone. You know what I'm saying? I'm always here to tell the truth. So in the recent past, Aquarius, it looks like there was possibly a third-party situation between you and this person, the Tower, maybe a Scorpio or, you know, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, a third-party situation, and that can be a parent, it could be a friend, it could be an ex, it could be pet, it could be anything, right, that intervene into this connection. And I do see here a lot of arguments, a lot of conflict, arguing going on. And as you can see with the Tower, there is two people that are falling on the ground. So apparently something here came to an end. And I do feel like here that for many of you, it was a very painful, sudden, and unexpected ending that happened between you and this person, your twin flame basically. You know what I mean? And maybe someone here also had drinking habits or some sort of a substance abuse that was very unhealthy, and that's something that needed to change. Okay, so as an Aquarius, like one of my best friends who is an Aquarius would say honesty is the best policy, Arman. So that's another thing, maybe you also had a lot of suspicions, but hey, the twin flame journey is something that is like they're literally holding up a mirror to our face and we are holding a mirror to their face. So there is going to be a lot of triggers, that it's only going to just show us and we take it from there and then heal. So let's talk about the temperance. It is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Four of Wands. I feel like that for many of you, there was a delay in marriage or getting married, or maybe if you were married, all of a sudden started kind of like pulling back. With the twin flames, it's a very, very intense relationship. It's a very intense connection. So I do strongly feel like here that in the past, dear Aquarius, with the Three of Wands, right, waiting and waiting and waiting for the confirmation, for the conversation that was supposed to come from your twin flame in regards to creating family, settling down, buying a house together, 1111 on my timer also. So a lot of you were constantly anticipating something from this person to do, and you are here as the star. The star here in tarot represents Aquarius energy. It's the healer also within you. Okay, so let's talk about the star here for you. I do feel like, I don't know why I'm having a deja vu, literally. I feel like I've done this again. I'm having a deja vu, like literally in this moment. Yeah, I feel like I've lived this moment again. This is so weird. So, oh my gosh, I'm really, hold on, having a deja vu experience right now. The star is clarified by the Devil, Capricorn energy, the Ace of Wands, and the Lovers. So for many of you, I feel like you have given this person another chance, your twin flame, another chance, another opportunity here to work something out together. As you can see, the Lovers here is also a very strong indication of a twin flame connection. I do see here with the Devil, something here was very toxic and unhealthy. Either this person had a lot of issues and things within themselves that they needed to work on, or they were still tied up to certain behaviors and patterns, or maybe a person as well, right? So the Devil is here definitely something toxic, something unhealthy that existed in this connection. Regardless of the circumstances, you still believed in the best of the situation and wanted to give another chance, wanted to work it out. Capricorn energy here again, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or Gemini. Okay, so now in the present moment, I just remembered how I used to always call you Gemini in your readings. Not anymore, really. A lot of you have been very kind to me for that. Some people were mad, but they're dismissed. Sometimes I call you Aquarius. Sometimes I call you Jaquarius, like Gemini Aquarius. Some of you have a rising moon sign. You have a rising sign, you have a moon sign, and you get my sense of humor. I'm a Leo, you're an Aquarius. I'm here, you're there. We're the opposite signs, and we love each other, and we learn from each other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So in the present moment, dear Aquarius, you have the Judgment, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so major realization and an epiphany, Aquarius, for what is love for you? What does love mean for you? And what kind of a relationship do you want to attract and be in? A lot of you also may try to keep your options open just in case, because you're not tied up to one person, even if it's your twin flame. Not the easy thing, easier said than done, I know, but the Judgment is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Fool, and the Two of Pentacles. What did I say? You might be going back and forth. You might be thinking, is this something that I should really, is this the journey that I want to continue on? Because the Fool here is about embarking onto a journey and give it another chance. There could be age difference between you and this person also. Older, younger, don't matter. With the Two of Pentacles, definitely going back and forth. I think you might be thinking, you know what, I'm questioning this connection. The love is there, the intensity is there, but I'm not so sure if that's what I truly want for the rest of my life. And I always encourage you, you don't have to wait for no one. You can go out there, you can explore. The most important thing here is you. Not the thing, but the most important factor here is your healing journey. You know what I mean? So for a lot of you with the Judgment, it means an awakening, a realization here within you of what you truly want. So a lot of you are healing from this breakup. You're giving love another chance, and that could be with your twin flame, Some of you are going to be like, you know what, I'm going to wait and I'm going to give it a chance. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So the King of Swords is you. Okay, that's Aquarius energy right there. King, Queen doesn't matter, not a gender specific. There is definitely a very straightforward approach to your pain, to this situation. A lot of you are not sweeping the pain under the rug anymore. A lot of you are not trying to intoxicate yourself or turn to certain behaviors and patterns thinking that that's going to save you. You're being very honest, you're being very demure, you're being very open about your vulnerability. And yeah, you have experienced some pain, but that doesn't have to be the end of it. There is the story of self-forgiveness, first things first. And second of all, a lot of you are really like forgiving this person also who hurt you. And I think that's also kind of like doing some energetic cleansing. I don't know if you have been doing any rituals, if you've been burning sage, writing a letter, burning this, maybe you thought about it, but I don't know, talking to, this is an Armenian thing. I don't know if they do it here, but talking to water, you know, that's flowing. I don't know if that's, I know there is Armenian Geminis watching me. You tell me no. You know, talking to the water, but like kind of releasing and energetically cleansing and detaching. You know, detaching doesn't mean stop loving the person or letting go completely. So the Ace of Cups here is clarified by the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, the High Priestess, and the Hangman, Pisceana energy. And the Judgment, you know, I think because you're doing this energetic cleansing and you're doing a lot of internal work within yourself, dear Aquarius, I do feel like someone here is having an epiphany and an awakening with the Hangman. Someone is starting to see this situation from a completely different perspectives. It's like they're realizing that their heart is complete, their beat is complete without you. You know, and the fact that the Temperance here is showing up, which is the card of the Sagittarius, Virgo also is the High Priestess. So it's a spiritual connection that definitely exists between you and this person. And a lot of you are realizing that, you know what, I'm ready to give this connection and this person, my twin flame, this relationship, another chance for it to work out. So in the near future, you have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Knight of Swords here is, like I said, someone is stepping into this connection. Someone is coming in, right? You can see there is a lot of action that's actually taking place in this connection. So the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Magician, and the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups here is twice. I don't know what it is about you and this person, dear Aquarius, but this person is feeling your sadness. You are feeling their sadness. You both might be experiencing similar emotional states at the same time, think the same things. A lot of synchronicities, a lot of angel numbers. So something here is being manifested, whether you're setting an intention to manifest, whatever is happening. The Six of Cups, anytime the Six of Cups appears, which is this one, right? It indicates somebody coming back from the past, and that's your person. There is a lot of nostalgia. There is a lot of memories, you know, that are associated between you and your person. The connection is definitely very strong. It's there between you and your person. And it's like this person feels like they need to step in and they need to come forward. It's not that you're going to be sad there and having a pity party. That's why they're coming in. I think it's just like there is a moment of like, I'm missing you. You know, I want to be together again and I want to work it out. That's when they come, and then it's like there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm going to clarify the Five of Cups here for you, dear Aquarius. Seven of Cups at the bottom. So you have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, King of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So for many of you, this person is going to come towards you slowly but surely. In regards to commitment, in regards to having a conversation about marriage. And this is something that also you have been really worried about. They have worried about as well. There was supposed to be a wedding or engagement or some sort of a ceremony that was meant to acknowledge the union for both of you, but it didn't happen. And I think that's something that's going to take place, or there is going to be a very important conversation for both of you in the near future. Okay, so the light at the end of the tunnel, which I'm going to talk about with the Page of Wands, seems to be very exciting. And for a lot of you Aquarius, I feel like you're really detached. You're really focused on like only the best case scenario, whether you're practicing law of assumption or you're really into this state of like being really grateful and thankful for the things that you have learned. It's like it's creating a reality where you're going to be very happy, okay, and very thankful. This person is also going to emotionally open up to you about some of the things that happened to them in the past. So the Page of Wands is clarified by the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Couldn't be any better, literally. And then the Three of Pentacles at the bottom. So the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, dear Aquarius, indicates cooperation, collaboration, of wanting to work things out and build something together. Now, this person feels like you're their safe place, okay? This person feels very safe with you, you know, with the Empress energy here at Divine Feminine. I know there is a lot of male Aquariuses watching me as well, so what's up, bro? This person feels very safe in your presence, you know? You make them feel safe. You take care of them. There is a very strong sense of nurturing energy about you, that you nurture them, you take care of them. And, you know, when I say that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, it really is showing here with the Eight of Pentacles that you and this person are going to be on the same page to build this connection together, to build it very profoundly on the same page, wanting to work things out together and take it to the next level, okay? So let's get the advice and see what is it that you need to know. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups, which is, again, the twin flame connection here that is very much indicating that there's a possibility of a reunion for both of you. And I do have a lot of success stories, so you are more than welcome to, you know, check them out and look them up on either on my Instagram, Renaissance_Tarot official, with the blue verified tick, or on the community post on YouTube. Okay, so let's see what is the advice for you, dear Aquarius. What is it that you need to know? Okay, so kind of very similar energies here, like, you know, showed up here. Eight of Pentacles, yeah, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy also. So I do see here the advice for you is to see the opportunity for both of you to build something together, right? Eight of Pentacles here is showing up again. So the chances are very high for you and this person to build it together. Build this, excuse me, communication and this strong sense of you have a very strong sense of community-based mindset. You know what I mean? Like, you like stability, home, you know, being surrounded by people that you like, being surrounded. So there is a lot of people on this person's end maybe that you want to be close with as well and form this family dynamic. You know, I feel like that the advice for you here is to see the opportunity that's really emerging out of this with the Page of Swords. A conversation can change everything. One conversation can change everything between you and this person. And also a lot of emotional instability, not just constantly logically thinking and analyzing and overthinking, but an opportunity here which can actually lead to this strong sense of commitment for both of you, and investment, okay, for you too. Because at the bottom of the deck, you also have the Ace of Wands and 2222 on the timer as well, which is talking about this opportunity that you and this person are going to explore. That's going to be for you and them. And it's only your story. It's only between you and them, because this is your twin flame. It's nobody else's, you know. You are the one who really, really, really understands this person and can make them feel safe. Because by healing your inner child, by making yourself feel safe, resetting your nervous system, or, you know, healing your nervous system really allows you to be that safe person even more, and do some energetic cleansing to heal from the past and to let go of the stories that you both were holding on to. What is the messages of love? Past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection, right? So again, with the Six of Cups here, that would be the equivalent card for this, dear Aquarius. This is definitely a past life love connection here for you too. Twin flame connection, you know, not an easy journey, not a joke. But if you've been on this journey and you've been really healing, I would say congratulations. And that's not the easy route to take, but you have done it. And that shows a lot how, you know, like that you're in the age of Aquarius, we're in the age of Aquarius, and how much you're really willing to work things out, right? From a different perspective. So dear Aquarius, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you got something out of this reading. I'm your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. I love you so much, dear Aquarius, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.